Hello, Scorpio. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, Tarot Grand Lux by Chiro Marchetti. Website, usgamesinc.com. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you're interested. Supportive Oracle cards. Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. Website on the back here is rockpoolpublishing.com.au as an apple. Use an umbrella. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you are so interested. I feel like I just became a newscaster. Okay. Well, in today's news, Scorpio, blah, 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 blah. Hopefully, your card's like right out in the beginning. Okay. Something's a little spicy. Something's a little spicy. Oh, I want another card, but I can't have one is what I'm thinking. Okay, something's a little spicy. Oh, I want another card. Oh, do the dice on it. Oh, I'm excited. I'm kind of excited and nervous at the same time. Okay. I like Scorpio energy. I don't know why I need to say that. I feel like sometimes people beat up on Scorpio. I mean, I know y'all are very tough, and I get that. But when I say people, like, I don't know. I feel like some people think that Scorpio just has an awkward energy sometimes. If you want to keep secrets, you can keep secrets. It's not really... I feel like it's not a challenge for a Scorpio to keep a secret. In fact, I think it's very interesting that Scorpios can make people think that they don't have any secrets. Meanwhile, you have mountains full of them. You're a very interesting sign. I like Scorpio, though. Whatever's been going on, there's a situation here. People behaving badly, that's for sure. If this is going to hit, it's definitely people behaving badly. And you know what's going on, but I also feel like you've been silent about it. You let people think what they want to think. They want to think that, you can think that. Go right ahead. You don't think I know? Well, I know, but you don't need to know I know. Scorpio can be strategic if you find it necessary. I have seen this happen. I was kind of shocked that they let me know. You can let something go right to pot if you want to, just to see what people are really made of. Just like to see, like, especially if you think people are doing it to their own means, like people are screwing themselves over, and you're just like, I'm going to see how far you're going to go with that. I can step back and watch it play out. And as long as you don't know I'm watching, I don't think there's any problem with that. I've seen this in work environments more, where it's kind of like, you know what, I'm not going to save the day on this one, and I'm going to act like I don't know what's going on, just so I can see how people really act when the chips are down. You know what you're doing, and you make your own decisions. This is something about people behaving badly. I feel like it could easily be a work situation. I mean, because not in all work situations, but I'd say in a fair amount of them, you have people behaving badly quite regularly and feeling very valid with that. Feeling like they're very vindicated to do so. What do we call that? Situational morality and all that other good stuff. A lot of stress. Whatever the situation is, there's a lot of stress. And I feel like you've been letting people sink their own ship. Kind of like, if that's what you're going to do, you deserve what you get, so I'm not going to get involved. I'm not going to save somebody in a situation they created themselves, where they're not only messing with their own life, but they're messing with other people. I'll let them do themselves in, and then hopefully they can fix it themselves. I'm not here to save the world. I keep getting that too. I'm not here to save the world. I'm not here to save everybody, especially people who have the attitude where they can do what they want and they sink their own ship. Well, you did what you wanted, so enjoy sinking with your own ship there. I don't want to overly connect to that. You have chosen to stay out of it. And by the way, there's another card here backing this up. Two of Swords with the Justice card. Kind of like that's how they want to be, then they can be that way. Thing is, they don't know you know. They have no idea. Which is funny. Scorpio sees so much, and you're very intuitive. Like, at the very least, your intuition is going to give you a heads up that something isn't right. But in this situation, you're way beyond that. You know what's going on is what I'm getting. But people seem to think you're oblivious, which I don't know. I feel I've said this to people so many times, so many times, but I feel like it goes right over their head. There's a few signs you never mess with. Not that you should be messing with people anyway, but like Scorpio, you don't mess with Scorpio if you have any sense at all. Because not only will they get you with that stinger, they'll get you. They can wait. And they're very like calculating and patient. If you really make them mad, don't make a Scorpio mad. Don't do it. Just don't do it. That is just one of those signs. Like Leo is also very strong, but like Leo, if you can escape them and hide long enough, they'll probably move on and they don't care anymore. Probably. I can't guarantee that. But Scorpio, on the other hand, they'll wait. They'll wait. And you may think they're over it and they're not. So never mess with a Scorpio. I'm just saying. I'm telling this to Scorpios, right? Okay, whatever. So if you're a cross watcher and you're watching your Scorpio reading and you're not a Scorpio, never mess with Scorpio. I'm just telling you. It's just bad idea. Super bad idea. Anywho, the moment is coming, if it hasn't happened yet, it will happen very soon, where you are going to get involved. It comes in very randomly. I feel it's very interesting the way this is playing out. You're not showing your total poker hand. Yet people may think you have. And then it becomes like this whole thing about like if people are trying to play me and make me think something's happening here that's not because they think I've said everything that I know. Meanwhile, you haven't. But you want people to think you've said all you know because you want to see like, all right, how far are you going to go with this? This feels a little complicated to me. Because you're getting involved, it's coming in. I don't feel like you're planning to get involved. You just get involved. Like something goes on with this situation, and then you just get involved. You're trying to change the trajectory of this. Are you saving anybody? I don't know about that. Are you giving somebody a chance to look at things differently? I don't feel like you're physically going in. Like if we're looking at a house and you're like, this house is chaos. And people don't think you know, and then you're showing up and you're like, oh, I know, and this, that, and the other thing, and the people think you're telling them everything you know. You're not, for one, but you're not going in there and you're not cleaning up or fixing this house, fixing, whatever you want to look at it as. You're giving them a chance to realize, hey, I know something's wrong here. Here's your chance to fix it, because if I go in there, it might get fixed, but you won't be living here anymore. Like, I'll evict you, then I'll fix it. Like, it's kind of like, listen, if I fix it, you're getting evicted, and then I'm fixing it, and I'm going to make sure it stays fixed. You're giving them the impression that you don't know everything that's wrong, but you pretty much know, if not everything, most of it. You know a lot. Let's put it that way. You know a lot more than they realize you do. You're giving them a chance to make a different decision. You're purposely holding back to see if they'll do the right thing. You're purposely not letting them know you know everything for good reason. Possibility comes in. This card's here too. Realization. Like they're realizing like there's a shelf life on this situation. You're saying something like they need to fix it. Again, they don't think you know everything that you do know. They're realizing that you're going to come into the house at some point, and whatever you don't know, you will probably figure out pretty quickly. Ironically, again, you already know, but they don't know that. This is their chance to pull themselves together and fix things so they can make it look like it wasn't as bad as it was, so that, they can hold up some type of something. They can keep up appearances to some extent. I don't know why I'm making faces over it, but I'm like, okay. Like, you already know what this is, but whatever. Is this gonna work? What is this? The next phase of this is like, people aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing. I'm starting to wonder if this is gonna be like a heads up, like, before you waste your time giving people the chance to do the right thing, I know I cringe to say this, but maybe maybe just fix it. And if you have to evict them, whatever that means. Like, this feels like this could end up getting drawn out, because that Seven of Cups is possibilities or dreams or fantasies. And the trust is like somebody's putting stock in a fantasy. The two of these cards together, I'm not really a fan of it. When somebody trusts in a fantasy, I feel like that's a bad investment. Bad investment. And when I know trust is supposed to be like trusting somebody, like having faith they're going to do what they're supposed to do. When I'm connecting to the word trust, I'm thinking of like a banking version, like a trust, like that type of trust. That's how it's clicking for me. And like somebody's putting all their trust, all their value in a possibility, in a fantasy. I don't think this is good. Whatever this situation is, if you want it to go better, these people, whoever you're dealing with, are not making the change. It's just not happening. Which leads us over to there. Once you see it that way, the unexpected is here, and what's this other one? Acceptance and the unaccepted. Unexpected. I don't know, the outcome over here. There's a Wheel of Fortune for your outcome, by the way. So you already probably know that. Yeah. This is a situation. If you want it to go better, you're going to have to get involved with it. Nine of Cups reversed is telling me you can't stay out of it for it to correct. If you want the situation to go right, don't waste your time waiting for other people to do the right thing, because I feel like the fear is overcoming them. They're not going to do it correctly until you get involved, and then that's when the wheel turns. To find out how this situation is really going to shape up, you have to be involved. It doesn't mean it's going to end up in a good place, but it just feels like it's dragging it out to just not go right to this step. Up to you. You decide what you feel is right, clearly. I feel like you're trying to give people a chance to do what they should be doing. I'm also getting like you're kind of wasting your time with it. If you really want to see what the situation is really going to become, where it can really kind of even out, if it can actually show value, just go ahead and get involved. Save yourself the aggravation, because I feel like doing it the long way is going to drive you crazy, and it's going to make you very unhappy. It's going to make you very unhappy. And they're saying you don't have to do that to yourself. You don't have to play this way to see if people are going to do what they should be doing. Do yourself a favor. Just jump in there both feet. Sort it out so you can move on from it. Because I'm getting, if you do it this other way, it's just going to be a longer trip to the same outcome. Up to you. I know it may sound harsh, but that's what I'm getting for it. Okay, I'm going to shut it down here. Hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com, James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.